Good morning. It's 5:45 in the morning. Well, it might be like 5:46, but it's close enough. Let's I'll reopen this door. Let's see if there's anything over here. That looks kind of cool. This looks kind of cool. I don't know if somebody would really buy it. What's this thing? Oh, it's a stencil. I think it's a stencil. I don't know if somebody's really going to buy it as a stencil, but those rug things really smell. All the stuff kind of smells. That's empty. Well, we're taking the stencil thing. I don't even know if this is a stencil. Anyway, it's garbage day. It's trash day. It's early morning. I feel like, except for the loud truck guy and this loud car guy, we're one of the very few people out here. But it's trash day. Oh, it's 5:50. See? Bojangling, lollygagging, whatever you want to say, dilly-dallying. There's a chair on the right over there I don't want. Some other junk over there, don't want that. We're out here trash picking, so let's make it a fun episode. Let's find some treasure. Hopefully fill the van, but we'll see what happens. Let's make it a good one. Thank you for tagging along. Let's do it. I feel like this corner has had weight plates before. Somebody, I think, came along and clipped. Yep, they did that. Take this. Came along and clipped the cord. This vacuum cleaner is actually fairly heavy for what it is. Yeah, the cord on that is actually at the bottom, but it's gone. Got sniped. Or snipped. Sniped, snipped, same thing. Taken right off. This one actually looks fairly clean. For the most part, did. Now, in my earlier days of YouTube, I actually tried, that's actually leaking water. Maybe that's why I weighed so much. Just flip it over. I actually tried taking apart a couple of those vacuum cleaners back when they were the older style. Because a lot of people said, why don't you take out the motor of it and just sell the motor and get more for your money? And so I did it, and I mean, it made an absolute mess, and it wasn't that easy. It was more just a mess everywhere, plastic and little wires. It wasn't ideal, so moving forward, I never did it again. I don't think I ever will do it again. But those are my earlier days. In fact, I was actually going back and watching early flea market videos of EJ, Orange Slices, Box Truck Guy. And it was just kind of crazy because I see them now. And Box Truck Guy kind of looks the same, but EJ and Orange Slices completely different. Like they're full-on adults now. Young adults, but they're actually adults. So kind of crazy over the many years of doing YouTube. Over 8 to be exact. I want to say I dislike going down this hill, but on camera, hills never are done justice. This hill is pretty steep and even have steps on it. I still can't believe they made the driveway like that. That's ingenuity to think about all that kind of angles, and this has to be raised. It's kind of amazing to me. Other people probably care less. But even like, you know, those houses that are on hills in like California and stuff, you see on TV shows. Just don't build a house on top of a water spring, because I'm pretty sure that's what my house is. Some metal bracket and all this stuff. That's got some weight there. It even comes with free plywood. I don't know how they did that. Ripped it right out of maybe out of a garage. I don't think I've ever seen that, but they make sense. You think it'd usually be in your house where you might have sheetrock, but if you have it in a garage where you might have like plywood or wood, I don't think that's really a stud there, but could be a piece of a stud. I have no idea. Alright, we're gonna get to it, but the sign on this telephone pole says free stuff that way. And I'm pretty sure it's the couch and all the other pieces of furniture right there at the corner. That's exactly what it's got to be, that, which doesn't look very, very appealing. But we'll get there. Don't worry, we'll get there. In a shocking turn of events, it's begun raining. It has now begun raining. Rains every day here in Pennsylvania. What I would say, and I don't want to jinx it, is the humidity hasn't been too bad, but I guess because it's been cooler, definitely on the cooler side. I mean, we're going to get some really hot days here at the end of the week, but it's been cooler, so we haven't really had that humidity and heat combo. But we have literally the rain every day, no sun combo, which isn't exactly great in itself. But I'm not sweating every single day. I'm in a freaking sweatshirt. It's June. Okay, so that was the telephone pole that said free stuff, and it had an arrow going to the right. I'm pretty sure it's all stuff on the corner. Gotta be all this stuff. That's it. Free stuff. Might be something, I don't know, that might be a TV. I see a piece of plastic kind of poking out. Behind this chair, I'm gonna say it's a television. Yep, that's what it is. It's a TV. Anything else over here? I don't think so. This thing is broken. That probably would have sold. Nope. Nothing for me. At least not today. Maybe in the future. Would you believe it? We found yet another one. And they're all like the same style. For the newer people of the channel, which there may be just a few of you, I do sell a lot of stuff, but it's dropping rocks or something. But when it comes to these vacuum cleaners, I do scrap them. If you're wondering why, I've got over 2,000 total videos on YouTube. Knock yourself out and start watching a whole bunch of them. Now, the real reason is because I've pretty much tested every sort of theory here when it comes to buying and selling junk stuff. And vacuum cleaners are very, very difficult to sell once they're used, at least at a flea market. If you get a really good one, obviously, I mean, I've found decent ones, you know, the ones that have like the big ball on it. Forgot the name of the brand. It's not, I don't think it's Shark. Whatever the name of the brand is. It might be Shark. I feel like it's a higher end model than the Shark model, or Shark brand, but it could be. might be wood though. But yeah, anyway, kind of have tested theories and seen what sells, what doesn't sell. You know, so I scrap them, and that's why I take that piece of plastic off, because it reduces the amount of garbage on the scrap metal item. I think this is, might be metal. Might be wood, might be metal. Nope, it's metal. Huh. And similar to other things like that basketball hoop thing, those kind of kids' toys for me just don't sell well. So the amount of space that would take up to sell it for what I would be able to sell it for without having to bring it back a second day just doesn't really make sense to take it. So that's why I leave certain things and take other things and do things with certain items that may or may not make sense. It's just kind of all been tested over the many years, and obviously things have definitely changed, so we are willing to change as well and do other things. I'm gonna have to circle the block. It looked like there's a lot of kitchenware there on the ground. Tired of slamming on the brakes and going reverse, so we'll just circle the block. All right, buddy. This box is soaking wet. I wish that dog wasn't bothering me. No, clear glass. That's some sort of ceramic thing. It's got eBay tape on it, so maybe they do eBay. The box is soaking wet, probably because it's been out here for 3 days because the schedule's been all messed up. You know? If you know, you know. If you don't know, you don't know. But yeah, the schedule got all messed up because of the holiday. And so fortunately for myself, I was able to actually go out and still complete my normal schedule. I will be skipping one day, the final day, because that day I have other things planned. So still managed to make it work, even with everything getting pushed back. But I know some of the stuff has probably been out here for a little bit longer than usual. So I've actually probably left about 3 today. I don't know what it is, but it's literally just that day. I probably left 3. The ones I've left have been more like the shampoo models. You know. Yeah, this thing is like, it's leaking water. You know, like the rug washers. Those I've left. Because those are literally just a huge piece of plastic that you can't really get rid of. You can't take off the shell like I've been doing with the other ones. But yeah, I probably left 3. Crazy. I don't know why people, maybe must have been a big sale over Memorial Day on vacuum cleaners. Maybe everyone had to vacuum out a room for their party and they realized it broke. I don't know. That's kind of neat. Kind of destroyed, but kind of neat. I guess it's for flowers. No, potting table, I guess is the right word. Potting table. Left outside for too long. That blue piece of furniture I found, that's really nice, not too long ago. I have had that thing outside and it's starting to go a little. So I think that's maybe why they, maybe even why they threw it out. I also don't know if it's supposed to be meant, or it's meant to be outside. It's a cooler, like an antique cooler. or at least they turned it into a cooler. It's lined with galvanized on the inside. Some of you might remember it. Probably about a month ago, month and a half ago. This guy's throwing away his lawnmower. Let's open up the side door. I can almost smell the lawnmower over here. Don't need the bagger, but I'll take the mower. This one looks like it's in a little bit rougher shape. This thing's all tied in there together. The front two wheels are kind of going like that. So you might remember I picked up a mower not too long ago. The trash. I was like, oh, maybe I should test it, but it was like 6 o'clock in the morning. I was like, oh, you know, maybe I won't. It sounded like I can get it going. I didn't change the spark plug. I just put gas in it. It kind of sounded like it was gonna fire up. I ended up just taking it to the flea market as is, and it sold immediately. So another guy who does like only tools and weed whackers and all that, like that's all he sells at the flea market, bought it for $25. It was 25 bucks I sold it for. So it was definitely worth it rather than scrapping it. But I didn't get it up and running, and I don't think if I got it up and running it really would have made a whole lot of a difference. But yeah, I got 25 bucks I think for it. Maybe 30? I can't remember. I think he made a huge pile. He bought that. He bought a old chainsaw I found over the winter. You guys might have them at your flea markets. The people who, you know, they only sell power tools and leaf blowers and all that. It's a good gig if you know what you're doing. All right. So, kind of running into an issue right now. It's so early in the morning. I'm almost done. Always stop by, get iced coffee. But the scrapyard doesn't really open up for another hour. And I actually have to get my whole van emptied for later today. So it seems like I'll probably just... Oh, man, that was stupid. I had my finger inside. Well, I can't show you. But it like went like that on my finger. Something like this. Well, this bar was farther. Whatever. It almost felt like I was going to slice my finger right off. Over here talking to myself so much and I'm paying attention with the safety problems. Jeez. But anyway, yeah, scrapyard's not even going to be open by the time I'm done with everything. So I don't know if I'll just wait around. I think that'll have to be the move. I hate just wasting time in my life, but it makes more logistically, it makes more sense. Logistically, it makes more sense. There we go. I got it. All right, I think I talked too soon about it being not like muggy and humid out, because it's kind of getting warm and it feels a little muggy. So I might talk too soon with that. Anyway, let's see what we got here. It was a good day of trash picking. This is interesting because it says don't sell. Ease. Thanksgiving breakable. I thought I saw a ceramic thing in here. So the other stuff was all glassware. Oh yeah, we have a ceramic turkey. And then whatever ceramic guy this is. Let's see if he's a sports player or... Oh, he's missing his head. Oh, that's going right back in the garbage. Oh, his head's right there. But some more ceramic stuff. This looks candle holder. Kind of a nice candle holder. This might be the money piece. There you go. They didn't want to sell it. It's kind of nice. Fortunately, there was no ceramic Christmas stuff, because that's where you would find that tree. Huh. Anyway, got a lot of vacuum cleaners, got some metal. My my van now kind of smells like an old lawnmower. You know that smell. If you've ever picked up an old lawnmower, it has that old grass smell to it. Just grass that's been caked onto the mower deck forever. That's exactly what my van is starting to smell like. But regardless, it was fun. Another fun day of trash picking. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. If you guys enjoyed it, hit the like button, subscribe down below for more treasure hunts just like this. Of course, catch me guys next time for next episode here with Taco Stacks. Till next time, have a great day. Keep living a dream. Peace.